Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to David GOTOHOBBIES. Just to make you aware, I'm downstairs sitting in the lounge. I've got some doggies with me. So if you see a doggy walking past the camera or a dog's head in the way, you know what's happened. Anyway, welcome back to David GOTOHOBBIES. I haven't done one of these Sunday morning video sessions for a long time. So I thought we'll talk about Nigel Farage. And excuse me. Where do I start? Right, thank you to all my new subscribers and thank you for your lovely comments. Most of them have been quite good. There's an odd occasion that someone doesn't agree, but fair enough. I can't do a lot about that. Not everyone agrees with me. Not everyone will support Nigel Farage. But there you go. That's the principle of what we got. Bear with me. Sorry, I just had to get another doggy on my lap. So, as you can see, we have one. I've got three actually. And yeah, I'm not going to be cold this morning. I'm going to be kept warm. I am what they say is the optional extra. And yeah, namely the bed. Ain't I? Yeah. I love dogs. I really do. And yeah, they're my little friends. And one thing about dogs, they just give you unconditional love. That's right, they're just making themselves comfortable. Got a boy sitting between my knees. I've got a girl on on one hip, and the other little one on the right hip. So I've got a nice little, yeah. Anyway, hello, darling. Yeah, good girl. Oh, it's a big yawn. Stop me if you will. Try not to yawn now. Right, where was we? Okay. I like making these videos because it's like a nice, relaxed chat. And the principle about it is just to talk to you about what I think about various different subjects. And we're going to talk about, as I say, Nigel Farage. And let's just move that like that. That's it. You don't get the reflection of the glasses from the window so much there. So I think to myself, voting tactically, one comment I had from a subscriber or a viewer, and about how he sees it or she sees it. And to be honest with you, I think Nigel Farage has got a good chance. Let's take those glasses off. That's it. And I can still see you. And to be honest with you, I think Nigel Farage has got an absolute brilliant chance of actually winning and becoming a Prime Minister within 2 years. If this person's assumption or analogy is correct. Well done to you. Well done to you for pointing that out. And I think it's down to us people, and we need to vote for a change. We need to vote tactically, and we need to vote for Nigel Farage with the Reform UK Party. We can do it. We need to do it, and we should do it. Don't say you're not going to be bothered, because at the end of the day, if you don't bother, you're going to have the same of what you've got now. What's that? Well, mismanaged government is not so much what's happened now as what's happened in the past with the Tories. What did the Tories do? Does anyone remember Maggie Thatcher? Oh, it's a sore point, isn't it? It's just like rubbing salt into a wound. You know how painful that is? Well, that's what she's like, or was like, I should say. of all the Prime Ministers we've had, I should say she's probably about the second worst, the worst Prime Minister we've ever had. The second worst was Tony Blair. What a king muppet he was. It's not worth going there, is it? But I will cover Maggie. So, what do you want, sausage? Eh? What do you want to do? Eh? It's alright. I've got a dog called Sausage, by the way. What do you want? Do you want to get down? Bear with me for a second. I think someone wants a fuss. Or it's getting too warm. Either way. Anyway, I think... What was I waffling about? I think what I was saying about Tony Blair and Maggie Thatcher. God, yeah. What that woman did was, I'm going to be honest with you, completely screw us all over. Huge style. Well, I'm going to define her as a modern Hitler. That's the best way to describe her. But in a principle, not in actual, or let's rephrase it, probably a dictator. But then again, she's probably worse than a dictator. She destroyed the mining industry. She sold off She sold off privatised industries. Our industries she privatised. In other words, selling off our future assets. She sold off future businesses for greed and to try and manage the country. Give an example. I know we're going down a bit of a rabbit hole here, but it's got to be said. And that is, you vote for Tories, right? You're voting for the same thing, the same principles of what they did. Look up about what Maggie Thatcher did. Did she make the British economy better or worse? There's a bloke does a video on it, and very, very good video to watch. But I can tell you from now, because I went through that period of time with Maggie Thatcher. Who remembers the poll tax? Yes. She was a bastard. She really was. And I don't mince my words. I think she was... If she was a bloke, she would have been called a dickhead, wouldn't she? Eh? Some people don't like this, but I'm afraid I'll speak the truth. And to be honest with you, she is the worst Prime Minister we've ever had in this country. And you wonder why we've had to go through what we've gone through. She actually started the ball rolling of destroying this country. And now we've got the Conservative Party continuing that action. But we've had the Labour Muppets in power as well before now. Yeah? Who remembers Gordon Brown? Yeah. And Tony Blair. You have to excuse my stomach. Now, I'm opening a tin of worms up, aren't I? But let's just put it this way. We need to sort this country out. We need to vote reform. We need to vote for Nigel Farage. Because if we don't, we're all totally screwed. And that is the basics of it. Because Labour will do what they say, and that is a load of BS, and put us into huge debts and borrow, because they did it before and they'll do it again. I ain't going to vote Conservative because they bowed out the institutions, wasted billions and billions of pounds, mismanaged coronavirus, and what else? Maggie Thatcher? Yeah, I know we can't blame Richie Sunak for that, but do they follow her principles? I think they do. Screw the British public, and let's promote big businesses. Let's give high wage earners a tax reduction. What about us lot down here at the bottom? Don't we deserve something? So, another thing I'm going to say about doctors, junior doctors. Well, if they pay them enough money in the first place, there wouldn't be a striking, would they? And look at these gas and electric companies putting the prices up. Scottish Power. I'm with Scottish Power. The most despicable company I've ever had to deal with in my life. And why? Because they pester you, they harass you, and harassment on the biggest order. And you think to yourself, it's all right, have you got to want to get down or what? What do you want them to do? Fizz your bum? It's all right, well, I've got 3 doggies in my lap. And you just wonder why our business is so bad. Bear with me. Sorry about that, little change around because I think one doggy was getting a bit warm, so I took him off my lap. That's better, he's settled down now. I think he was a bit warm. So, I really hope Nigel will change this country, because not like what the other Conservative Labour Party and their manifestos of lies and deception. And with Nigel Farage, what does he say? It'll be a contract. Yeah, that's going the right way, because we've had manifestos after manifestos after manifestos, and what it's a load of BS, because you know they're not going to stick to them, and they will change their principles halfway through the reign of terror, and sod the British people. I know I can go on, and I'm just getting a bit fed up with the Tories' lies. I mean, what would you say is Labour's number one? What's the word I'm looking for? Screw up, F up, balls up, cock up. I know, the Mayor of London. That's one huge problem for Labour. He alone, sadistic IQ Khan, has one-handedly screwed Labour's chances up of getting into power. And I don't think Labour will win. I don't think Labour will get anywhere near being a majority government. They might narrowly get in. They might, but there'll be such a weak government. Any of the policies they want to put through, they won't do it, because there's no backing towards them. So, London Ewelease, ultra low emission zone. You think to yourself, hang on, some little doggy wants to get up. Hang on. Right, doggy lap job time. Okay, sitting comfortably? Good. We shall continue our story. Right, so this Sadiq Khan, or people like to call him Sad IQ Khan, or Sadistic Khan, yeah, he's definitely made a right huge balls up of things, hasn't he? And I think he's the worst mayor of London we've ever had, and he's Labour. And guess what? The Muppets down there put him back in power. Have they got something wrong with their brain cells or what? Or they just ain't got no brain cells? Or they just have they got a screw loose? I mean, who would vote for a muppet like that? Well, some people obviously did, didn't they? And you think to yourself, why? Why do you do that? Because people don't know any better. Well, they're used to the same sort of old crap that they keep getting dished out. Oh, he's good. He's this. He does that. Bullshit. You don't know what you're letting yourself in for. And, yeah, I could never vote Labour again. Not after the cock-ups. I mean, what did Gordon Brown call that woman? A bigot? As I said in our previous video, you got to remember this. They don't give a flying monkeys about you or me as long as they get a lot of that and screw the country over, which they've done fantastically. Labour have done it and the Conservative are doing it. Now, shall we carry on a little bit longer? It's 16 minutes. Yeah, let's make it 20 minutes long. So, how can we actually change the UK? Well, first thing, I think we should stop allowing immigrants into this country. It's not the first place of refuge, is it? Excuse me. And how many countries have they come through to get to the UK? Quite a few. Bear with me for a minute. I'm getting a bit of a hoarse. Sorry about that. Just had a swig of coffee. So, yeah, all these boat people. I can understand they want to get to a safe place, but we're not the first country of safe refuge, are we? The Royal National Institute, Royal National Institute, RNLI, National Lifeboat Institution or something like that, yeah. They have been seconded or asked to pick up all these immigrants and tie them into wherever. Nigel Farage made a video on it. Go and watch Nigel Farage's video about all these boat people coming into the UK. Does it make you think that why? Why isn't France stopping them coming across? Why isn't it? I mean, what did Britain do? They sent, was it border force across? The military have even started trying to deter these boat people. They're spending millions and millions and millions of pounds looking after these. Nearly 5 billion of taxpayers' money is for the welfare and looking after all these immigrants. 5 billion. Doesn't it make you wonder why are we in this position? It just doesn't it make your blood boil? Because it does mine, and it makes me really, really outraged with our government and feel that they are completely incompetent, stupid morons. And I just think, what a way to run a country. You think to yourself, oh, any Conservative Party person that's watching this, you've got your head screwed on the wrong way. You're letting all these immigrants in, and we're already got millions and millions and millions of people in this country. I'm not a racist person. I've got friends that are of non-English origin. Nice people, truck drivers, fellow people I meet in the street, nice people, Muslims. I ain't got a problem. Very nice people. But they would agree with me. Why is our government letting all these immigrants in? There's no sane, rational explanation. Why can't countries, where they're coming from, it all boils down to where have they originally come from? Why is their country losing their population? Yeah? Anyway, we'll continue this story on in a bit. But because the video is 20 minutes long, I think we've rabbited on a bit too long now. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel at David at GOTOHOBBIES. And you'll hear a lot more rabbits about going down the rabbit hole, ha ha ha, about what I think. So stay tuned, see you in the next video. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye bye.